Hi everybody. This is a new show on TLC called I Am Shauna Rae. And it's season 1, episode 1. And the show is about a 22-year-old woman that is trapped in an 8-year-old body. And her name is Shauna Rae. And when Shauna Rae was born, at the age of 6 months, her mother noticed a knot on the back of her head and took her to the doctor, and they told her she had cancer of the brain. And for several years, Shauna received treatment, and the side effects from that treatment stunted her growth. And she said she stopped growing at the age, well, they was giving her, she said, growth hormones, and she said they were hurt along the years as she was growing up. And so she would stop and then start them back and stop. And she got where she just, she was just tired of getting them. And at the age of 16, she stopped growing. And she went to a doctor, and they told her if she had to continue taking those growth hormones from a child up until, I guess, 16, 17, 18, she would be about 5 feet. And she's about what, 4? She said about 4'1", 4'2", something like that. I have to go back and rewatch and make sure. And Shauna say there's disadvantages, to her size. Like, she said she can't drive, she can't reach a lot of things, she had to stand in a chair. And when she goes shopping, she don't be wanting to wear little children clothes. And if it's gonna make her look like a child, she won't get it. And also that she lives with her parents. Oh, I forgot to get their name too. Oh, I get that. That'll be in the next episode, the next review. And she have 2 sisters, one older sister by the name of Tara. She's 24. And she have a younger sister, Riley. I think Riley, is Riley 16 or 17? Oh, I got to check that out too. I forgot. But she's the younger one. And one of her parents was saying she was pulled over one time. Well, she get pulled over a lot, I guess, on different occasions when Shauna is in the car with her. And they pull her over and ask her why she don't have her child in a car seat. And she had to explain to them that she's 22 years old, but she looks like an 8-year-old, between 8 and 12 or whatever. She looks like an 8-year-old. And she said she hates that. And she said she get a lot of looks and stares when she's out with Shauna. And especially like if they go to a bar or restaurant and Shauna orders a drink, and then they be looking at her like, well, why would you let her order that? And then she said she hates that feeling and stuff like that. And the next scene, they show Shauna going to the bar with her sister Tara and Riley. And Shauna ordered a drink. I think she ordered a shot. Well, a drink, an alcoholic beverage. And the bartender told her, we don't serve children. And she had to show her ID to let her know that she was a grown female, 22-year-old. And then the bartender go on to talk to one of the producers and say, I thought she was a child. She looked like a 10 or 11-year-old. She looked real young. How shocked she was. And then later on, another scene, the producers was talking to Shauna about dating, and you know, she goes on to tell them that she's dated several guys, and they all were creeps. And she was telling her sister about it. You know, the guys, you know, they was no good or whatever. So the sister decided to set her up on an online dating app, and to try to find her a guy. And her parents got some concerns with the online dating app, because the guy could be a bad guy, a terrible guy, and they don't want nothing to happen to Shauna. But Shauna wants to meet a nice guy with integrity, because she said every guy she meets is bad. And then later they show Shauna and her family going to Jersey Shore for the day, and they was at the beach. So Shauna out there playing, running around or whatever, and out in the water. And then the kids be thinking she's a child. They be wanting her to play with them. And she said, you know, she'll might throw a ball or whatever. And she said she'll just, I guess she'll say something to their parents to let them know that she's 22 years old and she's not a child. And she said she'll just go on, you know, kind of move away from them. But you know, later on the beach, she was flying. Was that a what was that? She was doing something out there on that beach. Oh, she was flying a kite, I think. Well, anyway, she was having fun, and two older girls out there on the beach was cheering her on. Because they said they could see how she was enjoying herself. She was just having fun. So they were just rooting for her. And the producer told them, what if I told you she was 22 years old? And one of the girls was like, well, that's my age. They was like, oh, wow, we thought she was, you know, a young girl. And she's a grown woman. And then later they showed them getting ready to go out. And everybody's sitting around waiting on Shauna, because it takes her forever to get ready. And one of the producers asked Tara, Shauna's sister, you know, about her dressing, the way that she dressed. And she looked at the producer and told one of the producers that Shauna dressed like a whore. That was funny. That part was funny. Shauna was like, oh, I don't care. She likes what she likes. And then they go to this restaurant. They sitting out on the I guess on the I guess there's like a balcony where they gonna eat their food. And the waitress come out with menus and give everybody a menu. And she said, oh, the child's menu is on the back. And Shauna said, I hate that. I get that every time. And she said, what can I, so the waitress was like, what can I get y'all to drink? Something to drink. And Shauna was like, yeah, I take a mango margarita. And she was like, oh, can I see your ID? And Shauna gave her ID. And then later the waitress told one of the producers, oh my God, I really thought she was a young girl and she's 22 years old. Oh, how shocked I was. And Shauna goes on to talk later on, you know, about she's trying to gain some independence. You know, like she wants to start driving. She wants her own place. She wants to become financial independent. But she knows that it's going to be small steps for her. And that's all I have right now. You know, I think this is gonna be a great show. This is my first time doing a review, so if I messed up, you know, bear with me. But yeah, I really do like this show. This gonna be a good show. So I'll be back with another review. And thank you. Like, comment, and subscribe.